As we celebrate the Festival of Democracy in India, it's worth dwelling on how big a deal it is to give a decisive mandate. Look at Israel in contrast. Israel went to the polls in April and threw up a fractured mandate, so much so that they still don't have a government in place. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has a mountain to climb. His Likud party has failed to form a coalition government. Snap polls have been called later this year. It's an unprecedented situation for Israel that will cost the country millions of dollars.
זה לילה של ניצחון אדיר, אדיר. אני מאוד נרגש שעם ישראל שוב נתן בי אמון בפעם החמישית ועוד אמון גדול יותר. אני מתכוון לסיים את המלאכה במהרה במטרה להקים ממשלה לאומית יציבה.
That was a triumphant Benjamin Netanyahu on April 9th of this year. His Likud party and its right-wing allies won more than 60 out of the Knesset's 120 seats. Netanyahu had until midnight this Wednesday to put together a coalition government, but he failed. Short of the expiry of that deadline, the parliament voted overwhelmingly in favor of dissolving itself. The result is that Israel now faces snap polls in September. Netanyahu preferred a new ballot to the alternative of President Reuven Rivlin, asking another politician to try and form a ruling coalition. At the center of Netanyahu's failure to form government is a feud involving former Defense Minister Avigdor Lieberman and ultra-Orthodox Jewish parties. The tussle centers on compulsory military conscription. Military service is mandatory for all Israeli Jewish citizens over the age of 18. But ultra-Orthodox Jews, who make up 10% of Israel's 9 million strong population, are exempt. Lieberman wants them to share the burden of military service. The ultra-Orthodox Jewish parties want the waiver to stay in place. These parties represent a powerful political bloc. They won 16 seats in the April election. Lieberman, who is described as staunchly secular, refused to join Netanyahu's coalition unless the Prime Minister ensured the bill changing the conscription rules was passed. Lieberman's bill sets yearly minimum targets for conscripting ultra-Orthodox Jews. Additionally, it imposes financial sanctions on seminaries that don't meet conscription quotas. But the bill also formalizes exemption for the majority of ultra-Orthodox students. The ultra-Orthodox parties reject Lieberman's bill. They want exemptions for any religious man who wants to study instead of serve. Netanyahu offered Lieberman a settlement, pass the bill without the quotas and set them afterwards. But Lieberman refused, drawing Netanyahu's ire.
זה פשוט לא יאומן. פשוט לא יאומן. אביגדור ליברמן עכשיו הוא חלק מהשמאל. אביגדור ליברמן הוא חלק מהשמאל. הוא מגוש השמאל. הוא פשוט, אתה נותן לו קולות לימין, והוא לא נותן את קולו לממשלת הימין. זה מה שאנחנו רואים.
Netanyahu has less than 4 months to rework his strategy, and he wants to hit the ground running. But winning won't be enough. Netanyahu will have to pull out all the stops to try and win with a majority, something that has never happened in Israel's history. Something he recently envied the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi for in a congratulatory call.
Narendra, my friend, congratulations. What an enormous victory. Well, thank you for your congratulations on my victory, but there's one difference. You don't need a coalition. I do. And there's a big difference.
Standing in Netanyahu's way are potential but persistent criminal charges in 3 corruption cases, charges that he has repeatedly denied. The fact that he won the April election despite them will give him hope, but he'll have to rely on more than hope to sail through September's tests. An exercise that will cost Israel's taxpayers a whopping $130 million. Bureau Report, We On, World is One.